Jai Hind everyone. I welcome all of you here in online study of mathematics. Yes, class 9 students, we are studying chapter 1 of NCERT. Yes, this is your book which we are studying, and now we will study exercise 1.1. You can observe here exercise 1.1, and we will start solving its example first, because examples of these NCERT books are always very important. So start solving our first example. According to example number 1, are the following statements true or false? Give reasons for your answers. Number 1, every whole number is a natural number. Second, every integer is a rational number. And third, every rational number is an integer. So, how can you solve example number 1? Yes, we have already discussed it in our previous video. We have studied there natural numbers are whole numbers, all whole numbers and all natural numbers are integers, and all natural numbers, all whole numbers and all integers are rational numbers, and all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers are irrational numbers. And we have studied left to right rule and right to left rule. When we have to move from left hand side to right hand side, all will be true, and when we have to move from right hand side to left hand side, then all will be false. So now read your question. According to example 1 first part, every whole number is a natural number. Means first part, every whole number is a natural number. Whole number is here and natural number is here. You are moving from right hand side to left hand side, and when we move from right hand side to left hand side, all will be false. So answer of the first part will be false. Second part, every integer is a rational number. Integer, every integer is a rational number. Rational numbers are q. Now look out here, every integer is a rational number. You are moving from left to right, and when we move from left to right, all will be true. So this condition is true here. Now move on to its last part. Every rational number is an integer. Every rational number is an integer. Now we have to observe the positions of q and the positions of z. Q is here and Z is here. We are moving from Q to Z, means we are moving from right to left, and when we move from right to left, then it will be a false. So this condition is false, and that is the required answer. We have to give the reasons for this also. We can give reasons that whole numbers, the set of whole numbers contains 0, but the set of natural numbers does not contain 0. Therefore, all whole numbers cannot be natural numbers. Next is integers are rational numbers. Yes, all integers are rational numbers, because we can convert all integers into rational numbers by dividing it by 1. So it is true. And the reason of third part is all rational numbers are integers. We cannot convert all rational numbers into integers. Some rational numbers are integers and some rational numbers are not integers. If some rational numbers are not integers, then that will be decimals. So we can say this is false, because all rational number cannot be represented in form of integers. Now move on to our next example, example number 2. In example number 2, we have to find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. Yes, we have studied this question also in our previous video, but as for your revisions, I will solve these examples in front of you so that you can watch the videos and you can understand the solution. How can we find the solution? To solve these kind of questions, we have two methods. One is by formula and one is by following the trick. And I will suggest you to follow the trick. If you will follow the method by applying formula, then it will be quite lengthy for you. It will take your time, and you know in examination you have to complete your entire paper within time limits. Yes, so we have to take care of our time also. The maths needs two skills from all of you. If you want to study maths, you have to improve in two fields. First, accuracy, and second, time. If you can achieve accuracy and you can save your time, you can complete your entire exam within the given time limits. Example number 2. Find 5 rational numbers. I am writing in short between 1 and 2. Okay, now start its solution. We have to find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. We have two numbers given, 1 and 2, and we have to find 5 rational numbers. Rational numbers. Rational numbers can be written in the form of a upon b, but here 1 and 2, these are not in its standard form. Yes, these are not. By watching 1 and 2, you can't say that these are rational numbers. We have to write them in the form of rational numbers first. How can we write it into rational numbers? By dividing it by 1. Write 1 as 1 by 1 and write 2 as not 1 by 2, it will be written as 2 by 1. Now we have to check the difference. First of all, we will check the denominators. Here in both the fractions, denominator is 1. Our denominator is same, and if our denominator is same, then our step number 1 is completed. Then step number 2, we have to find the difference of numerator. Difference of numerator. Here we have numerator 2 and here we have numerator 1. So 2 minus 1. Difference means larger number minus smaller number. 2 minus 1 is equals to 1. And now find out how many rational numbers we have to find. We have to find 5 rational numbers and 1 is less than 5. Again I am repeating. In step number 2, we will find the difference of numerators. Here we have numerator is equals to 2 and here we have numerator as 1. We will find the difference of numerator, and the difference of numerator is greater number minus smaller number. 2 minus 1 is 1, and how many numbers we have to find? 5, and 1 is less than 5. So we have to do some work. Technically, there is a technical point. We have to make the difference of the numerators greater than 5. Yes, we have to convert 1 by 1 and 2 by 1 in this form so that the difference of the numerator of the new numbers should be greater than 5. So we have studied one more concept in this chapter, that is equivalent rational numbers. So we will find equivalent rational numbers of 1 by 1 and 2 by 1, and we will make one thing clear in our mind, that the difference of the numerator should be greater than 5. So generally we will multiply by 1. We will multiply it by 10. 1 upon 1 will be multiplied by 10 upon 10, and 2 upon 1 can be multiplied by 10 upon 10. So that it will be equal to 10 upon 10 and it will be equal to 20 upon 10. Now this is the rule of algebra, that we can multiply or divide by the same number in any rational number and the result will not be affected. The value of that rational number will be remain same, and now we can say 10 by 10 is an equivalent rational number of 1 by 1, or we can say 10 by 10 is a equivalent rational number of 1. Here 20 upon 10 is a equivalent rational number of 2 by 1, and 2 by 1 is a equivalent rational number of 2. So by multiplying both the rational numbers by 10 by 10, what we have got? Yes, our question is 50%, not 50%. I think 90% question is solved. Now find the difference of the numerator. The numerator here is 20 and the numerator here is 10. 20 minus 10 is equals to 10, and 10 is greater than 5, and 5 rational numbers we have to find between the given rational numbers. So 5 rational numbers between 10 by 10 and 20 upon 10 are between. We have written here the word between, so we cannot add 10 by 10 and 20 by 10. Yes, we will not include 10 by 10 and 20 by 10. So we will write the rational numbers which are just between 10 by 10 and 20 by 10. So according to our number system, when we move from right hand side of 10, we will get what comes after 10? 11. So our next number is 11 upon 10. Next is 12 upon 10. Next is 13 upon 10. Next is 14 upon 10, and next is 15 upon 10. These are the required 5 rational numbers between 10 by 10 and 20 by 10, or we can say between 1 by 1 and 2 by 1, or we can say between 1 and 2. That is the required question, because 1 by 1 is the equivalent rational number of 1, 2 by 1 is the equivalent rational number of 2. Similarly, 10 by 10 is an equivalent rational number of 1, and 20 by 10 is an equivalent rational number of 2. Can you say that only these are the answers of this question? No. The answers of these kind of questions may be differ. You have written these numbers, someone will select 12 upon 10, 13 upon 10, 14 upon 10, 15 upon 10, 19 upon 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the answers. Yes, these answers are also correct. This is another set of numbers, and this is another set of numbers. Numbers are differ in both the sets, but what you observe, all these numbers lying between 10 and 20. 10 and 20. These are the numbers between 10 by 10 and 20 by 10, and these are also between 10 by 10 and 20 by 10. You can select few more numbers. You can write 16 upon 10, 17 upon 10, 18 upon 10, 15 upon 10, and 14 upon 10. The numbers which you think these are the lucky numbers for you, and those lucky numbers also lying between 10 by 10 and 20 by 10, you can write those numbers, and that answers will be correct. So this is my suggestion for all of you of class 9th or class 10th students who are watching these videos. If you are solving these kind of questions in your examination, then don't match your answers with your classmate. Generally in your examination, it was observed that when you find your answer, generally you ask your classmate, the student which is just sitting beside you, what is your answer of this question? He says you the answer is 17 upon 10, 18 upon 10, 19 upon 10, 16 upon 10, and 15 upon 10, and you say that your answer is this. Then you get confused that you have it wrong, because he is intelligent. No, no, and no. In this kind of question, when we have to find few rational numbers between any two given rational numbers, don't match your answers with anyone. Okay, all answers are both correct. Here on board, both answers are correct. Now we will solve one more example. Example number 2 I am giving to you, and I think it is not also important. Now we are moving on exercise 1.1. Yes, Now if you have your book, you can read out the first question of exercise 1.1. According to this question, we have to check, is 0 a rational number? क्या 0 एक रेशनल नंबर है? कैन यू राइट इट इन दी फॉर्म p अपॉन q? क्या आप 0 को p अपॉन q की फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं, वेयर p एंड q आर इंटीजर्स एंड q इज नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, कैन यू राइट 0 as a rational number? Yes, 0 can be written as 0 upon 1, and now 0 upon 1 is in the form of p upon q, where q is not equal to 0 and p and q both are integers. So this is the answer of your first question. Move on to question number 2. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4 we have to find 6 rational numbers. So follow the first step of this kind of question. What are the denominators? 3 can be written as 3 upon 1, 4 can be written as 4 upon 1. Denominator is same. Now move on to second step. The difference of numerator, 4 minus 3 is 1. And how many numbers we have to find? 6. So multiply both the numbers by 10 by 10. 99% questions will be solved by multiplying them by 10 by 10. Yes, you need not to think by which number you should multiply to get the required answer. Yes, almost 99% questions you can find your correct answer by multiplying them by 10 by 10 or 10 by 10. Yes, so what we will get? 30 upon 10 and 40 upon 10. Now the difference between the numerator is 40 minus 30 is equals to 10, and 10 is greater than 6. 6 is the required rational number which we have to find between 3 and 4. So what are the 6 rational numbers? 31 upon 10, 32 upon 10, 33 upon 10, or you can write 38 upon 10, 39 upon 10. Now these are 5. You can write 37 upon 10. These are also 6 rational numbers which lies between 30 upon 10 and 40 upon 10. Yes, this question is very simple if you are doing the solution by this method. This is a tricky method, and if you will go for formula, that will be very hectic and lengthy for you, and it will very time consuming also, and you will find difficulty to complete your examination in time, to complete your exam within the time limits. And if you follow this method, you will save your time for another questions which are hard. So this is question number 2 of exercise 1.1. Now next question is question number 3. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5. Find 5 rational number between. Okay, I am solving now this question also, because this question is very important for your examination point of view. Don't take it as you are in class 9th. Just make up your mind that you are preparing for your board examination. Yes, think like a board student. Be serious about your study. Concentrate your mind here. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So our step number 1, we have to check denominators, whether denominators are same or not. Denominators are same here. Now we have to find 5 rational number. So we will check their numerators. 4 minus 3, 1. Difference is 1. We have to find 5 rational number. This is impossible to find 5 rational number. If the difference of the numerator is smaller than the required number, what we will do? We will find the equivalent rational number of 3 by 5 and 4 by 5, and we will multiply it by 10 by 10. We have solved 3 questions so far, and in all the 3 questions we have to multiply by 10 by 10, and by multiplying 10 by 10 we will able to find our solution. So denominator is equal here 50-50, and the difference of the numerator is 10. 40 minus 30, 10. We have to find 5 rational number. So now you can select your numbers between 30 and 40, means 31 to 39. You can select any of the number, and that will be your required answer. So 31 upon 50, 33 upon 50, 35 upon 50, 37 upon 50, and 39 upon 50. I have taken up all the odd numbers here. You can select all the even numbers, or you can select 2 odd numbers, 2 even numbers, or you can select 2 odd numbers, 3 even numbers. It is up to you what numbers you are selecting, but that number should be lie between the required number 30 upon 50 and 40 upon 50 in this case. So there is very simple method to solve these kind of questions. And now move on to question number 4, that is a theoretical question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answers. If you remember, we have solved example number 1 of exercise 1.1, where we have to find whether the given statement is true or the whether statement is false. So just follow up that method, and after watching this video you all will be able to solve exercise 1.1 yourself. And I suggest you, after watching my 2 videos, start solving exercise 1.1 yourself without taking any other help. That will be a good practice. Question number 4, first part. Every natural number is a whole number. Second part. Every integer is a whole number. Third part. Every rational number q is a whole number. And we have to say whether the given statement is true or false. If you remember, I have given you rule: natural numbers, then whole numbers, then integers, then we will write rational numbers, then we will write irrational numbers. Natural numbers are whole numbers. We are moving from left to right, therefore it is true. Integers are whole numbers. You are moving from right to left, therefore this condition is false. All rational numbers are whole numbers. Rational numbers are whole numbers. You are moving from right to left, therefore it is also false. Give reasons. Yes, you also have to give your reasons. You can write your reason here. You have to write a heading reason, and then you have to give why it is true and why it is false. Can you give reasons? Yes. All natural numbers are whole numbers, because natural numbers starts from 1 2 3 4 and whole numbers starts from 0 1 2 3 4. So except 0, all numbers are natural numbers. Therefore we can say all natural numbers are whole numbers. Like this you can make your own language. You have to give your clarification. You have to give your reason. Why are you mentioning here true? Why are you mentioning here false? Yes. So students, now you are able to solve first exercise of your first chapter, and I will try to give you more videos so that you can revise your chapter, because so many students have taken admission, have taken late admission. So these first 2 videos are for those students who are feeling any trouble, who are having any doubt in chapter 1, and almost for the late students, for the late comers. Keep watching my videos, keep sharing this channel, and if you have any suggestion, you can comment. I will follow up your decisions and your wishes. Thank you. Thanks for watching these videos. Bye bye.